Yesterday on the bonus show, Lewis brought us the story rather of an individual who showed up at a movie theater and went in wearing Google glasses, and shortly thereafter gets pulled out by feds, unclear if they were FBI or who they were, questioned for hours under the assumption that he has broken piracy laws by filming the movie with his Google glasses. Turned out that he didn't. We now have more information about this. The Register in the UK reports that Homeland Security agents are now working for the MPAA, the movie industry. An Ohio man is crying foul after he was detained and interrogated by feds because he wore Google glasses in a movie theater. He wants to remain anonymous. He says he was pulled from a screening of Jack Ryan's Shadow Recruit at AMC Easton Town Center in Columbus, Ohio. And the men identified themselves as U.S. government agents. He was told to step outside the theater. He was accused of using Google Glass headset to record and pirate the film. He wasn't doing that. Eventually, he was able to prove to them after connecting the Google Glass headset to a laptop that he hadn't filmed anything. He wasn't sure at the time who these people were that showed up at a moment's notice at a Columbus movie theater to explore whether he was recording a movie, but he later identified the agents as employees of the United States Department of Homeland Security and the Motion Picture Association of America, which represents the biggest 6 Hollywood studios. It's understood that an MPAA representative was at that particular movie theater, spotted the Google Glass wearer, and told the feds, who bring multiple police cars themselves, and they spend hours. Think about the total number of labor hours if you think of all the police and authorities who were there, Lewis, for hours exploring Google Glass. This is incredible. How is this a Homeland Security issue?
I don't know, David, but when I think about it, I think that there's probably a good chance that they are at least, I don't know, doing something, stopping piracy in some instances, maybe saving, I don't know, the movie industry a lot of money, preventing piracy. But I have a hard time imagining what they're doing outside of that. I mean, it seems they don't do much good across the board. They really don't accomplish much.
Well, that's the question. Have we gotten to a point where the most effective that Homeland Security can be is showing up with a full troop of police vehicles and guns at movie theaters in the Midwest and interrogating some guy with Google Glass? This is how they can be most effectively used. And I think that really is the question we have to be asking. If the most useful allocation of time from Homeland Security is going to movie theaters and putting multiple agents on a guy with Google glasses, is this really a useful department to us? That has to be the question. If they have so much time to devote to a guy with Google Glass, do we just have too many agents maybe?
Wouldn't surprise me. Money has to be a big part of it. At the same time, you have to think, how intelligent are these people when they're putting effort into this, something that you and I know is completely futile. That movie will be on the internet. It will be available for piracy, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
In the U.S., apparently property rights and intellectual property rights have gotten to the point where Homeland Security agents show up if you wear Google Glass into the movies. And if someone steals something worth $10 from you, in some states, you're legally authorized to use deadly force to get back the $10 property. Quite a racket we have going, isn't it?
It is quite a racket. And we're talking about how much money going into Homeland Security.
Yeah.